there we have the shilling. Ken, 130. You know, some of my friends who earn in dollars, they keep asking, okay, will it go back next week? Or should we, you know, get rid of our dollars before we lose this? Just looking at the way the shilling has been appreciating against the dollar, is it testament that the shilling for a long time was undervalued in a way?
Well, I think there are a number of factors that have come into play, both on the demand side and on the supply side. Indeed, the Eurobond and the infrastructure bonds have helped in attracting dollar flows, as well as the remittances into the economy. So the supply side has been rich. The demand side has been a bit low. Importers are not importing as much as they used to because the economy is slowing down. They can't sell as much as they used to, so the demand for dollars has reduced. So when you have an increase in supplies of dollars and the demand is muted, obviously you expect the shilling to appreciate. My concern is the central bank doesn't seem to be demonstrating the independence that it needs to. There's a concept called fiscal dominance, when a central bank is very preoccupied with matters of fiscal policy and not monetary policy. And we've seen the governor talking about the public debt, talking about exchange rates. All these are things that really should be under the Treasury. And that's why these two institutions are even in different buildings, so that the CBK needs to focus on that. So because of that fiscal dominance, you start having a central bank that is now having targets on fiscal policy. And that creates a very negative effect because he starts ignoring the issues of monetary policy and how businesses are performing. Right now, with non-performing loans at 15.5, every expectation should be when are interest rates going to come down? And we've not gotten any hint from that. Every central bank in the world right now is asking when are the rate cuts going to come. In Kenya, we've not had any of that because we are still, the central bank is very focused on treasury goals, goals that are not belonging to us. So I think they need to go back to the mandate of the central bank, which is price stability. And right now, we've already achieved price stability. Inflation is at 5%. So we now need to say, how can we start thinking of cutting rates? Because businesses are hurting. Mortgage holders are hurting.
All right.
How do we start bringing that down? And I don't get enough sense of that.
All right. Prof, the governor says now with a stronger shilling, first of all, we've saved almost $1 trillion. We've shaved $1 trillion, Bob, off our debt that is a dollar debt but denominated in shillings. And secondly, he says also the cost of power is going to go down. And looking at the inflation numbers, it's not the case. Actually, power was one on the red also in regards to contribution to inflation. But what do you make of that assessment in regards to matters debt?
Yes, Noah, the savings are only savings when the rate is stable. We have saved, our celebration can only be okay if we are stable in terms of our currency. When we have the stable shilling, that's when we can authoritatively talk of the savings that we have made. Also, that stability is critical in terms of the pricing of the energy that you've seen there. So the stability is the key thing here. But the question is, are we fundamentally strong? That is something that is open out here. We actually need to work towards being strong economically in terms of our fundamentals. What we've been having is a contractionary fiscal and monetary policy, which is not accompanied by tight fiscal policy. While our monetary policy is contracting tight, we are actually making the business environment to be slower because it's like when you are tightening the monetary policy, you are making the business environment, access to credit being less and less, and activities are getting less and less. We are supposed to accompany it by tighter or stronger fiscal policy, reducing the spending. And the other day you saw that we are spending a lot of money elsewhere. So this spending needs to be reduced.
Yes.
So that we actually focus on our economy, build our economy in terms of fundamentals to support that, so that we can celebrate the reduction in debt and also celebrate the reduction in power.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, it's been a very interesting day. I think the two of you together with Dr. Thuge now, you are paired in our minds, because we are listening to his commentary, then we come here and we sort of break it down. But that's where we put a full stop to today's discussion. It's been really a monetary and a macro afternoon right here on Business Today and on BizChat. I really appreciate you guys for making time to chat with us. As I always say, Ken, you tell me don't do anything that I wouldn't do. I don't know the mantra for 2024. We need to change. So find a new mantra, then we pick it up. But thank you very much also, Professor Dr. Tobias Olueni, for your input on BizChat today. Ken Kishinga, thank you, gentlemen. And enjoy your weekend. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. My name is Noah Kipkimboy. That's where we put a full stop to Business today, and also this week. Thank you very much for joining with us over the past 5 days, just to make sure that we are getting the latest news from the world of business. Have yourself a very, very wonderful weekend. And up next, we have Mbuya KTN. Enjoy the rest of your viewing.